Hello all and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be something a little bit different. This is going to be one for the wrestling fans. Now, I've been toying with the idea of putting out some pay-per-view predictions with some other fellow tubers, and when me and Al were away, I spoke to Al about it. I said, look, send me your predictions for the upcoming pay-per-view, which is Wrestlemania Backlash, which will be on the 9th of 9th in the US, I think, and the 8th in the UK. I think it's Sunday night anyway. The 9th of May. That would help. And send me your predictions for it. I'll give you my predictions. I'll put this brief video out to let people know what we're predicting, and then let's have a bigger discussion about the matches and stuff after the event. So that will probably go out. I think the event will be in the next, is in the next few days. I think we'll either do it the following week or the week after and put it out. So Al sent me his predictions. I'll give you what Al's predicted and what I've predicted. I'm going to try and put them in the order that I think they'll appear on the card. It's not a massively stacked card, but let's go through it. So we've got 6 matches in total. So we have Rhodes, Rollins, Rousey, Flair, the Bloodline versus RK McBro, which is Matt Riddle, Randy Orton as RK Bro, and Drew McIntyre versus the Bloodline, which is Roman Reigns and the Usos. There is AJ Styles versus Edge, Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss, and Lashley versus Amos. So I have some notes here, but I'm trying to not look at just notes of who we've predicted. So yeah, let's put it in the order that I think the card's going to go. So I think the buy-in or the pre-show is going to feature Baron Corbin versus Madcap Moss, unless there's some other match that gets thrown in randomly. And for that match, myself, I have chosen Madcap Moss, and I was chosen Happy Corbin. So I've gone with Moss because I think WWE are trying to push him as a character. Corbin's already an established wrestler, so there's no need to push him. Moving on from that, I think we'll see Lashley versus Amos, because it's a toss-up between those two, which will be on the pre-show. Both myself and Al have predicted Amos to win here. The reason I've gone for Amos is I think WWE are looking for a new Big Show, and Amos is the biggest wrestler they have in terms of height and size. Following on from that, it becomes harder to predict. The main event, I think, is set in. So out of the matches left, I've got a feeling that we will see AJ Styles versus Edge after the first match on the pay-per-view card, apart from the pre-show. And me and Al have got an agreement here. We both think Edge will win. Not only do I think Edge will win, I think we're going to see somebody appear, because Damian Priest is banned from ringside, so I think we're going to see somebody new enter his stable. The rumours are that Rhea Ripley is the person that's predicted. Now, I'm not sure how that will work, whether they'll... I think so at some point they'll have a tag team join, and then we'll see Edge and his... I can't remember what they're called. Edge and his team versus the Bloodline. I think the Bloodline will end up with a female wrestler of some kind. Whether that's possibly Naomi, given that she's married to Jimmy Uso. I don't know. From there then, so we've done... I then think we're going to see Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. So this is the rematch from WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes, first match back in 6 years in WWE. Rhodes won at Mania. Awesome match, great match. Go and watch it if you've not seen it. We've got a different opinion here. So Al's gone with Cody Rhodes winning it. I personally have gone with Rollins winning it, because I think they're going to set up a third match which Cody will then take on and win, and will go from strength to strength. I think they're going to eventually push him to title level. So then I think the sub-main event is going to be Flair versus Rousey. Again, differing opinions here. I was going for Ronda Rousey winning it and taking the title. I've gone for Charlotte Flair. I think Flair is going to be pushed as this massive, the undefeatable person until they have somebody who can come and basically leather. And I don't think Rousey's going to be around full time. I think she's just going to stick to being part time. So the last thing I would want is another Brock Lesnar on our hands. So then we come on to what I think is going to be the main event, and that's the Bloodline versus RK McBro. Again, differing opinions here between myself and Al. I was gone for McIntyre and his and RK Bro winning. I personally think the Bloodline are going to win. They're still high on and it pains me to say that because Drew McIntyre is a massive Rangers fan, but the WWE are high on the Bloodline at the minute. They're high on Reigns, so I can't see anything other than that happening. It may well be that I could be completely wrong. So yeah, that's the predictions that we've got for tonight. As I say, we're going to have a longer video where we discuss them more. But this is the start of something. I'm hoping it's going to get better as we go along. And if anybody wants to get involved, drop me a message, hit me up in the comments. We'll have a chat, and it might be that myself and Al stay as the main two, and we have a guest at each pay-per-view round. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with it. To be fair, it's an ever-changing beast as we have at the minute. But yeah, that is all. So if you want to drop me a comment, give me what your predictions are. We might even mention some of them during our longer video. But yeah, that's it. All that's left for me to do is thank you for watching. I have been the Ink Noir in there. Hopefully you all enjoyed Backlash, and I will catch you on the next one.